So just so we're all at the same pace, take an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And then inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 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 Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale softly out the mouth, let it go. And then just reach your arms up by your ears. Give yourself a big stretch. And then keep the arms by the ears. Just let them soften to the floor behind you. I know some of you are in tight spaces. Just do what you can. And then walk your hands to the right long edge of the mat. And walk your feet to the right long edge of the mat. So it's like you're making this banana shape with your body, hands and feet to the right side of the mat. And maybe if you want, left ankle stacks on top of right ankle. Just notice that length and extension in the left side of the body. And then unwind that, just take it to the other side, hands and feet to the left edge of the mat. Maybe stacking right ankle on top of left. And then unwind that, bring hands and feet back to center, and just hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock gently side to side. And then come back to stillness with the knees hugged in. Take the arms to a T and drop your legs to the right for a simple twist. Holding in this twist. Starting to connect to the rhythm of your breath. And then draw the knees up through center and drop them to the other side. And draw the knees up to center. Just place the palms of the hands on top of the knees and start to make some circles with your knees as if you could draw circles on the ceiling. And then take the circles the opposite direction. And then come back to stillness and take your legs to an upside down tabletop. So knees will be bent, shins parallel to the mat. Arms can just rest down by the side. And then very slowly, keeping the right leg bent, just tap the ball of the right foot down to the mat. And then lift that back up. Nice and easy, tap the left foot down, try and take the whole breath so it's nice and slow. And then lift it back up. And then right foot down, back up, left foot down, back up. Pausing here, you can stay with that variation, legs bent. If you want, extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. If your legs are straight, you're going to start to lower the right leg down and hover. If your legs are bent, you'll tap the right ball of the foot down again. And then come back up to your starting position. And then take the left leg down or left foot down and bring it back up. Continuing to draw the hip bones in towards each other, right leg down, back up, and left leg down, and back up. And then hug the knees in, take a gentle rock side to side. Keep the knees bent, drop the feet to the mat, setting up for a gentle bridge pose here. Just roll yourself up. Maybe it's just a half bridge, just to kind of feel that nice lengthening of the hip flexors, the front of the hip. And then lower all the way down. And make your way up to seated. So you can rock up and down on the length of the spine or roll off to the side. And then just whatever seat is comfortable for your legs. You won't be here for too long. And then take your right arm, reach it up by the ear, and bend the elbow so the hand comes to the middle of the upper back. And then take your left hand to your right elbow. Notice, can you let the face, neck, and shoulders soften? And then just change sides. Right hand to left elbow. Steady, easy breath in this position that may feel a little tight or restricted for you. And then just unwind the arms, take them by the sides, shoulder rolls up and back. And then take them the opposite direction. And then make your way into tabletop. So you can cross over the shins or take the hips to the side. And then take some cat-cow here with your own breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl and round. Just moving with your own rhythm, feeling that sense of comfort to be able to move at your own pace. And then take one more round of breath just on your own. And after you take an exhale, come back into child's pose, hips to heels. And then come back into tabletop. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Take your right leg up and back so it's parallel to the mat, and then point the foot like you're a ballerina. And imagine there's a quarter at your big toe. Can you start to trace the outer edge of the quarter with the big toe? So you're making these little circles with that leg as you trace the quarter. It's one of those things that looks like it shouldn't be hard, but oh, it is. Keep lifting the low belly to the spine, and then take the circles the opposite direction. You know, I love these tiny little movements, getting into some smaller muscles, and maybe we're like, oh, we didn't know those were there. And then lower that leg to tabletop. Take a wiggle of the hip side to side, just get that out, shake it out. Notice a lot of you are not smiling at me right now. Take the left leg up and back. Oh, there's a couple smiles. Point the toes. Imagine that quarter and start to make your tiny little circles. Keep cinching in around the sides of the waist. You have that support for the low back. And then take that the opposite direction. And try and keep breathing despite everything else that's happening. That's easy to forget. And then lower that back to tabletop, wiggle your hips side to side. And then come into a child's pose again. You have a couple breaths here just to get off your hands and shake that out a little bit. And then make your way up through tabletop into downward facing dog. Just do what you like in your first down dog. Just feeling the beauty of this shape that you've taken so many times. And then walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold in the front of the mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, take your right foot back for a lunge, right knee down to the mat, and then take the hands either to the top of the left thigh or arms up by the ears. So your choice, wherever you like to be. So starting to focus on your legs and your hips here. So ground into the left heel. And I feel like you could firm your outer hips in towards each other so you're hugging in towards the midline, getting that stability in the legs and the pelvis. And then take your hands down, step straight back to downward facing dog. And then take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down. Same choices, you can take hands to the top of the thigh or arms by the ear, or maybe you get a little creative, take your cactus, or maybe an interlace of the fingers. So your arm position, wherever you want to be. On your next inhale, take the arms by the ears if they're not there. On the exhale, bring the foot from your back foot forward. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, take your left foot back, left knee down, starting with hands either to the top of the thigh or up by the ears. Again, tuning into the legs and the hips, ground into the right heel. Imagine you can spin your inner thighs in towards each other and notice what that does to the pelvis and the torso. And take your hands down to frame your front foot and step to downward facing dog. Take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Again, your arm variation, so you can take hands to thigh or arms up. Maybe your cactus or your clasp. And then take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down, back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, right foot back for a lunge. Stay on the ball of the foot and pause here. So press into that left heel. From the outer hips in and lift the belly. Try and maintain all that as you come to crescent. Really slowly take your arms up by your ears. Ooh, nice and steady. Good. Let the face soften, neck and shoulders soften. And then hands frame the front foot, step to downward facing dog. You can hold it there, or if you want, inhale to plank. Exhale, drop your knees lower to your belly. Inhale for cobra, lift head and shoulders. And exhale, lower down, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. Couple breaths here in your down dog. And then take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands. Press into the foot firm into the midline. I said foot and firm all at the same time. Come up into crescent to reach your arms by your ears. And then just like we did in the low lunge, maybe you take a cactus, maybe you interlace the fingers. Your arm variation of choice. On your inhale, take the arms by the ears. Exhale, bring the foot, bring the back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, fold right back forward this time. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, left foot back for your lunge. Pause and firm into the right foot. Hug everything towards the midline as you lift the belly, and then come up into crescent arms by the ears. Then take your hands down, step to downward facing dog. You can hold down dog or inhale for plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, come up into crescent, arms by the ears. And again, your choice of the arms, maybe cactus or interlace the fingers, whatever feels good for you this morning. And then take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down, back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then bend the knees, sit back for chair pose. Take your arms by your ears. Weight back in the heels. Front ribs knitting in towards each other. And then take an inhale, straighten your legs and reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands. Lengthen your chest forward and take a twist to the right arm reaching up. You can stay right here in this twist. If you want, you're going to continue rotating to the right. As you spin onto the pinky toe edges of both feet, toes will spin to the right. Hips lower down as the right hand reaches to the back of the mat. If you're like, I have no idea what happened, you're still in your twist. It's no big deal. And then everyone bring your right hand back to the mat for a lunge and step to downward facing dog. That's one of those poses that you're like, hey, wait, what just happened? That happened to you, you're not alone. And then take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands for your lunge. Lengthen your chest forward and take a twist to the left. Reach your left arm towards the stone. Again, you can stay right here or keep spinning to the left. As you come up to the outer edge of both feet, toes will spin to the left as the hips lower and the left arm reaches back. And then everyone, left hand back to the mat, frame your foot for a lunge, and step to downward facing dog. And just let your breath smooth out. I know for me, when I start to get confused about what's going on in my body, my breath starts to go a little crazy. Then walk walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold at the front of the mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Just close your eyes. Just taking several breaths here to just focus on smooth inhales and exhales. And then softly blink the eyes open. Take your hands to your hips. Just leave your hands there and take chair pose with your legs. So sit back, bend the knees. And then just take this nice and easy this first round. So put weight into the left foot and gently tap your right foot to the right. And then bring the right foot back. And then tap the left foot to the left. So keeping weight back in the heel, bring the left foot back. Tap the right foot to the right. Bring that foot back. Good. Tap the left foot to the left. Bring that foot back. Do we have one more each side? I think we do, right? We've got it in us. Bring it back. And left. Bring it back. Your legs are in chair. Just take your arms by your ears. Take an inhale, straighten your legs, reach up, those nice. And exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, step to downward facing dog. You have 3 breaths here. And then take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands. And come up into crescent, take your arms up by your ears. And then draw the hands down to the heart. You're welcome to stay right here, or you're going to keep your torso upright as you twist to the right. So it's not going to be a very big twist. Keep wrapping your outer right hip underneath you. Keep pressing through the left heel as you tilt your torso forward like halfway. You keep the rotation. Good. You can stay where you are or bring the upper left arm to outer right thigh just for a breath. And then come back upright, arms by the ears. Take your hands down and step to downward facing dog. Maybe noticing right hip, right glute, left glute, how do they feel? I'm feeling my right leg after that. And then take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands and come up into crescent, arms up. Draw the hands down to the heart. Again, you can stay right here or keep the torso upright and gently twist the torso to the left. Keep wrapping the left hip under, pressing through the right heel. If you want, bring the torso forward halfway. Belly's drawing up and in. Good, and then if you want, upper right arm to outer left thigh for one breath. Good, come back up to crescent, take your arms up. Hands frame your front foot, step to downward facing dog. And then walk your hands to your feet, forward fold at the back of the mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, watch your palms touch, little back bend. And exhale, fold forward, holding in your forward fold when you get there. Maybe reaching for opposite elbows, really whatever hand variation you'd like. Maybe a little sway. And then release the hands down to the mat. Walk the hands forward for downward facing dog. Drop your knees for tabletop. Take 3 rounds of cat-cow on your own. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. You have 2 more with your breath. After your last exhale, downward facing dog. And walk your feet forward to your hands. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And then bring your hands to your hips. Take a little chair pose again. You can decide, maybe you're gonna stay in chair with both feet down. If you want, on your inhale, hug your right knee towards your chest, so you're balancing on your left leg. And then exhale, right heel to butt and point the right knee down to the mat. Good. Inhale, hug the right knee towards the chest. And exhale, lower the right foot down. Ooh, that one's fun. Inhale, hug the left knee in. Exhale, left heel to butt, knee points down. Inhale, hug the left knee in. And exhale, lower the foot down. One more each side, let's do it. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, right heel to butt. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, lower the foot. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, heel to butt. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach the arms up, get out of it. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, step to downward facing dog. You have 5 breaths. Down dog or child's pose, your choice. Oh, when you guys all hold down dog, I know that that chair thing was just too easy for you. I can't see any of your faces, so someone smiled at me, like maybe not. All right, take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands. Come up into crescents. As your last standing sequence here, thank goodness. Draw your hands to your heart. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. And then start to make your way into warrior 3, tilt forward, take your left leg back. Your hands can be on blocks here if you'd like. And a little bit in your right knee back to your crescent pose. Take your arms up. And then take your hands down, step to downward facing dog. I was gonna be meaner to you, but I changed my mind and took out one more hard thing. It's feeling so nice this morning. Take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands and come up into crescent. Draw the hands to the heart. Tug your right knee in towards your chest. Maybe just holding there, or maybe coming into your version of warrior 3. Little bend in the left knee, back to crescent. Take your arms up. Hands frame the foot and step to downward facing dog. And then take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down. We're gonna hold in this low lunge. So if you have blocks, I'm gonna take them right under the hands, stacked under the shoulders, you can do that. Otherwise, hands are on the mat. And then straighten your right leg. Take the hips back over your left knee so you're in a half split. This doesn't have to be extreme. If you're finding it hard to stay upright, your blocks may be too far back, so you could maybe walk them forward a little bit. You can explore that to see where you feel the most supported. That's it, good. And then just rebend your front leg. If you have blocks, take them to the side and step to down dog just so we can transition to the other side. So take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, maybe reaching for your blocks and holding in this low lunge. And then straighten the left leg, take the hips back over the right knee for your half split. Again, just play with the position of the hands. If you don't feel supported, play with them to see if you can feel support for your torso. That's it. And then rebend your left knee. Blocks can go to the side. Just go back to tabletop this time. Wiggle your hips side to side. And then come into a child's pose. Knowing that the super hard work is done. You have one tiny little piece of effort on your back, and then you get to unwind. Enjoy the beauty of effort in your practice, and then stillness and ease right next to it. Isn't that beautiful? And then just come up to tabletop and make your way onto your back, however you'd like to get there. And just start with your knees hugged in towards your chest. And then drop the soles of the feet down to the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop wide so you're in that butterfly shape with your legs. And then let the knees totally soften for a moment. And then lift the knees like an inch above that soft position so you're starting to feel effort there. Now keep the soles of the feet together the whole time. Start to draw the knees towards each other. They're not going to come all the way together so the soles of the feet are still together. Mine come up like a 45-degree angle. And then lower the knees down to that 1-inch hover. So there's a little bit of effort. We'll take that movement with breath, and I'm going to count for you. So inhale, lift the knees for 3, 2, 1, and exhale, lower, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Take any movement that feels organic for you. And then keep the knees bent, drop the feet down to the mat, setting up for bridge pose here. Arms by the sides, and then press into the feet, and just roll up into any variation of bridge that feels good for you. Maybe it's a soft variation with the hips lower than what you usually take. And then lower the hips all the way down. Pause there for a breath. And then take your right ankle over your left thigh, setting up for thread the needle. And if you want, hug your left thigh towards your chest. And then unwind that and just change legs, left ankle over right thigh. Then unwind that, hug both knees towards the chest. Keep the right knee hugged in, extend the left leg onto the mat. Take the right arm to a T and drop that leg over to the left for a twist. And come up to center, hug the left knee in, extend the right leg out. Left arm to a T and drop the leg to the right. Come back to center, hug both knees towards the chest, maybe holding there or coming into happy baby. If you're in happy baby, hug your knees back in. Give yourself a squeeze. And then release and come into Shavasana. Allow yourself the beauty of quiet, of stillness, of calm. This takes as much practice as all the other things that you do when you come to your mat. So give yourself grace. Know that sometimes it's hard to settle, but continue to practice. Start to deepen your breath. Feel your fingers and toes. Circle your ankles and wrists. Reach your arms by your ears, nice big stretch. Roll off to your favorite side, pause there, eyes closed. Strength grows in the moments when you think you can't go on, but you keep going anyway. I know the last 3 months have been challenging for everybody, but notice how you are still here, you are still strong. You're figuring out how to adapt to this new world. And to me, that's one of the amazing things about all of this, is just to see how adaptable we are. Press into your top hand, make your way up to a comfortable seat, eyes closed, hands at the heart. Take a moment in gratitude for your strength and all that you have survived, not only the last 3 months, but your entire life. You can inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let everything go. The light and strength in me honors the light and strength in you. Namaste.